Welcome back to my kitchen. Today we're going to make a Southwest quinoa salad. So I have taken, the recipe at first called for a cup, but I like to make bigger batches so I can share or eat on several days. So I'm going to take a cup and a half of quinoa. I have put it in a strainer, rinsed it. I'm going to add it to a pan of water on the stove. And I'm going to put about a half a teaspoon of this better than bouillon vegetable broth to go in there. It'll flavor up. While that's cooking, I'm going to cut up and chop up some other things, and I'll be right back. All right, the quinoa is cooked and it's cooled. We're going to turn this into our quinoa salad. Number one, I'm going to tell you, I buy this, I told you I was a penny pincher. I buy this big bag of frozen corn, and I take it and put it in a skillet with a tiny bit of water, paprika, garlic on it, and I roast my own. Now, if you want to buy the cans of roasted corn, go for it, but this is much a bargain, okay? Also, I have at least a can of black beans. These were frozen, so it may be more like a can and a half. We'll add that in there. I like these peppers. You don't have to put them in there, but they add a little kick. So I've chopped up probably half a cup of these peppers. Oops. Don't want to make it. I bought the mini cucumbers because they stay a little firmer. I've chopped up about a cup of cucumbers. I've chopped up about a cup of purple onion. You can use green onion, whatever kind of onion. If you don't like onion, leave it out. I did one red bell pepper that came out to about a cup. All right, and then the next ingredient is tomatoes. I don't like putting chopped up tomatoes in my salad because they don't last a long time. So I buy the little cherry tomatoes or dried tomatoes. But I'm putting cherry tomatoes in this. But then when I go to serve it on my plate, I may chop up my tomato into like 4 little pieces. But I just leave them whole because it keeps it fresher longer. Alrighty, now we're gonna add some spices. Garlic, paprika, oregano, and I put a little chili powder and a little pepper. And I did, you can do what you want to, 1/4 teaspoon to maybe a 1/2 teaspoon of garlic, but not a whole lot, but I put some spices in there. And then we're gonna have to make a dressing for it. So I'm gonna move this over here. I have squeezed 1 lemon. I used my muscles and did that today. And probably less than 1/2 cup. I'm gonna add some maple syrup to it to sweeten and kind of counteract that. That's probably a tablespoon or 2. And I'm gonna mix that up a little bit and pour that over our quinoa salad. And before I mix it all up, you could add cilantro, but I didn't have any. I know in Texas, everybody should have cilantro, but I have some dried cilantro. So I'll just sprinkle, oh, that's gonna take too long. Let's just put a little of that over there, okay? Now, this is one of those recipes, you can taste it, and if it's not spicy enough for you, add some more. But it's delicious. You need to freeze it, not freeze it, chill it. And it's nutritious and delicious. And by this recipe, this bowl has 48 grams of protein and 28 grams of fiber. I don't eat the whole bowl, but this is just a side dish that I eat with other things at my meal. But there is your quinoa Southwest salad. Enjoy this nutritious and delicious dish. Have a good one.